Yeah, I'm like, man, fuck, let's play some D, let's go, baby, let's go. And I was like, oh shit, my body was like fluid. I was like, oh shit, I'm feeling good. I ain't feeling winded. Oh yeah, let's go. He gets getting the ball, nigga, come here, doing shit that I used to do, and I'm not even in shape. So I was like, oh yeah, nigga, it's definitely mind over matter.
You dropped 27 on him? Damn. First game out. First day out. Yeah. How many threes you hit?
This crowd loves their
Yeah.
orange and black. The scene
get that
a short time ago, they were
Damn. Klay Thompson's back, huh? Yeah, you had to take that aggression out. But I was busting your ass in the game.
Niggas act like they want to give me the ball. So, you know me, I said, fuck it, nigga, I'm back in this, I'm shooting. The nigga, every time I got there, I would just come down the pool.
How Aaron do?
Sean, dead ass, this nigga only had maybe 4 points.
Oh, well, shit, he was balling. He probably just tilted one out. He got it.
He had a bad day. I mean, he hooped yesterday. Like, yesterday, the nigga probably threw up 20 something. But, like, today, it was just bad. That ain't survived, but today.
I got the Vikings. He got the Bengals.
He got the Bengals?
Oh, he got the Bengals. You need to watch this game and take notes, man. Study this game, Phil. Yeah, I said go study this game, Phil.
Man, when we play a real game again, it's OB.
Well, we've been playing real games.
Bro, that shit ain't working no more. I said, bro, I was busting you, nigga. I was out there just
No. Take that.
Nigga, the middle's wide open.
Right.
That defense you got, you can't throw long.
No, I want you to do what you do, and that's why you still lost.
Nigga, I lost because I had 3 quarters.
Calvin, look, think about it. One of your touchdowns got you close because you hit my hand and you got a pick down there. That don't happen all the time. That's not going to happen for you every game. Then the second time you threw it to that nigga and my dude was there. He just didn't raise his hands. How often that don't happen when you threw it to the tight end? For a touchdown. In that corner, my nigga was just standing there looking at him stupid. I'm like, come on, nigga. You know you don't do that. Come on, man. Hold on. Let me get this first down real quick. 3rd and 4. Come out with strong on it. Put Thielen in motion, but I'm really throwing this bad boy to Yep. Let's get it. Wish I couldn't stop Cook, man. He said, Kamara, who? No, man, don't test me out here.
Oh, nigga, I had 100 yards rushing on Kamara.
Right. Who you think Cook had? 120 or 38?
Target, at least it didn't look like it.
And then,
because it's the opening drive, so converting that 3rd down.
We can't count the stats in that last pass, man. We all stopped, man. That was crazy, wasn't it, though? How they let Kamara catch that, but you had a penalty. You know what I'm saying? But that was fun. How you got to catch that.
Keep those chains moving. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Now they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think
he's going to get a little momentum.
all eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him
30-15, yeah.
To run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Cousins now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Check, 154, 11 mighty.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to say.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson.
I got an Instapot. I was like, okay, so she looked it up how long he cooked. What did it say? It said 15 minutes, yo.
15 minutes?
Yeah, a ham bigger than Christmas.
Damn.
That's what I said. I said, no, I don't trust that.
Hell.
But then I called Dub. Dub said him and his girl, they got one, and they really do be doing that. And he said he be trying to make her use it more.
And there are parts of their last drive they
I'm like, damn. I knew that was a big thing. I always hear people talk about it.
They did put together Charles and Ice.
That's what I'm talking about, Cook.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once
He got away from the score with Big Sid. But that was off that pick. I threw that pick.
it does it no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going.
Well, that dude jumped up there, man. I told you he only scores off picks.
You do a pick?
I told you, but yeah, but dude came out of nowhere and got it, though. I couldn't believe it.
He's going to find
There we go. There we go. Right down this field.
Be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter.
You don't want to win, man.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, right down his field. The pick was what it wanted. The nigga jumped a mile in the air to get. And this play was between me and his safety. I don't even know where his linebacker came from. I'm right here on my 50, about to score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter with Cook.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, Cook. Run them niggas over. This counter is killing people.
Unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Who hit you back?
On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Rolling to his right.
Yep, after you make his hand, it's my turn.
Chase complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Able to avoid him at the 40. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Cousins on the keeper. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Cousins to throw it. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
Yeah,
and that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Thank you. Let's go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins.
Caught that.
Contact all time there, and now 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Joseph's got it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
12, 12, 12. 11, empty, take. 11, stop.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow on play action. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, 63 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Open man here is Conklin. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. He completes it to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
11.
Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Airing one out for Boyd. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. A handoff to Mixon. 106 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now it's Burrow. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 54. Mike 54. They're going to need some therapy after this.
And that'll set him back 5. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the 1st down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game